Good evening and welcome to the Premier League Predictions League, hosted by myself, Tom, Turbo Tom. It's my first rodeo on this particular show, and I've got some people with us tonight, so please bear with us. Mers is probably going to help me along with getting things sorted because who knows what's going to happen tonight. We've also got Jack. Mers, is there a way of changing the camera so there's 5 people on?
Yeah. I'll sort that out whilst you're talking.
Jack is a new member to KB Terrace Talk. He is a Rotherham fan. And good news for you, Luke. He's also a closet Tottenham Hotspur fan.
Poor bloke.
So, there's more than one of you, as it were. Just if Mers can add Jack into the on the screen, as it were.
If I do, oh wait, no.
Start the show.
Wait, yeah. Oh god damn it! Give me a moment. Oh, there we go. Camera slot. Save.
There we go. Right. Okay. So tonight, myself, Turbo. I don't support any Premier League club, so I have no affiliation to anything. So I'd like to think my views are rather balanced. Joining me tonight, I've got Mers, the resident Arsenal fan and host of our FPL show. Mers, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, thank you.
Good stuff. Then I've got Luke, who is a Dorking, and then his closet team is Tottenham.
Yeah, that might be the best way to say it these days.
Yeah.
Respectful way.
Are you concerned that Neil Warnock took the Torquay job, Luke?
I mean, we have a decent gap to them at the moment, so it's not like we obviously dropped points against Chesham, not ideal, but we still have a sizable gap at the top. I'd rather just look forward and focus on the team itself than other teams around us, but we do still have to play him because that game got postponed.
And then in the bottom right-hand corner, as I look at my screen, I've got Hutch, who I'm reliably informed is top of the Predictions League. Hutch, how's it going, mate?
I'm not too bad. I don't think I am now. I thought it was Luke.
Yeah, it's Birchie. Not Hartjo.
It's other leagues, man. I won't tell one, but I'll pretend that I'm top if you want me to. I'll pretend that I'm top. Like I'm not.
On that, like I say, Phil, the usual host of this, it was a way to watch his team get destroyed by Manchester City this evening. Will be updating the league upon his return to Nottingham. And then we have a new member tonight, much like myself. We've got Jack. Jack is a Rotherham fan, but also supports Spurs. Jack boasts a 71 average in darts. So Jack is very much a semi-professional darts player. So good to have you on, Jack. Are you keeping well, mate?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
Good stuff. And Jack was on the after the post-match reaction yesterday for the drab draw, which was Rotherham v Mansfield, and he did a great job. Great job. Right, so let's get into it. What we're going to do quickly is discuss last night's results. And I'm just looking now. So obviously, we've got the drab draw, Bournemouth v Brentford. Anybody got any opinions on that whatsoever?
Can't say I saw it.
I didn't watch it.
In my fantasy team, I've got both goalkeepers. I should have bench boosted them this week as opposed to last week because I'd have got some decent points. I had Kelleher and Petrovic, Mers. You'll be able to keep me right there. I think it was.
Bournemouth keeper, yeah, it's Petrovic, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. So 0-0 with that, which, look, I think it's two teams that aren't really not going to maybe challenge the top 7, maybe, but listen, look at the Premier League as it stands. Bournemouth are 9th, and Brentford are 7th. So to be fair, Brentford probably a bit good so they didn't win that. So are we happy to move on from Bournemouth and Brentford?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes. Right, the second game was Everton v Burnley, and Everton won 2-0. I think that all but cements Burnley's relegation. Everton, not having a bad season. Tarkowski and Dewsbury Hall with the goals. Once again, if you look at the table there.
They push for Europe.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Is it 9th?
They're up to 8th now.
8th.
That is
Burnley
depending,
ninth.
Fulham smash West Ham tonight, then they could go above them, but should stay 8th.
Yeah, so you are indeed correct. Everton are indeed 8th on 43 points. Chasing Bournemouth and Chelsea. So yeah, you're very much correct. So Everton, new stadium, the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Obviously, my wife's family, one of her family members goes out with one of those players. Well, sorry, he's engaged to one of those players. So good for them. Anybody got any thoughts on Everton Burnley?
Yeah, I just want to talk about Dewsbury Hall actually.
Go on, Jack.
I didn't watch the game last night, but I've watched a few Everton games throughout the season, and what a signing he's been actually for Everton. I think he's just the main spark in that team next to James Garner. Them two for me in that Everton squad are probably the best, most underrated duo in the Premier League in the midfield, and they just work so well together. And I don't actually think Dewsbury Hall is far off a call up for the World Cup. Don't know if your guys' thoughts on that.
Dewsbury Hall, anybody taking him up? Spanish Mers probably wouldn't, but Dewsbury Hall, yes, I think he's a cracking player. He was bought by Chelsea from Leicester, didn't really work for him at Chelsea, and I think a move to Everton is probably his level, and then can go on from there to do that. What I am going to say is I'm abusing my comments here. I've got one here from Pete Scott, member of our show, Be Another Top Show. Thank you very much, Pete. And I'm just having a look here. Daniel Spedding has said, "Evening, gents. Lovely bit of entertainment on my commute home." Cheers, Daniel.
I hope he's not driving.
He's not driving. Well, let's hope he's not driving. Yeah,
That's what I said.
Let's hope. Anybody got any thought? Burnley have gone, aren't they, lads? They're gone.
No, I disagree with that 100%. Because if you're actually looking at the fixtures right now, they've got Forest, Leeds, and they also have Wolves in 3 of those games. Then they've got Brighton as well. So there is a potential that they could pick up maybe 12 points. And if they do that, then I don't think that quite fully puts them in the contention of relegation. I mean, that is only 31 points, but you never know. With the way it's looking at that bottom quarter of the table at the moment,
yeah,
anything could happen.
It's funny.
Had a bit of a fight recently.
I was looking for results last night, and I was tallying up points, obviously, because Leeds lost. I was tallying up results. I included Burnley in it, and I actually got Burnley to get about 11 points between now and end of season. And I've only got Forest and West Ham both to get around 7 or 8. I don't know how that works out points-wise, but I have got them to pick up the most points out of bottom 4 teams.
I mean, that sounds terrible for me, but even way with the way we're going. But I think that would put them on 30 points. I think they're on 19, if I remember.
Yeah, they are on 19, Luke. Yeah, they are. I think, for me, Burnley are gone. The 3 points, albeit with the game in hand over Wolves, the 3 points clear of Wolves, and then a further 6 points behind West Ham, 8 points behind Nottingham Forest, and 10 points behind Spurs. I'm not going to bring Leeds into the conversation yet. Well, no, I think it's anybody from Leeds.
No, just stick to not bringing them in. It's fine.
So, listen, it's a conundrum down there. What we will do, though, we'll move on from Everton Burnley last night. We'll go to Leeds v Sunderland, which was a 1-0 victory to Sunderland, a 70th minute penalty. Thoughts, gentlemen?
Hutch, what's your opinions?
Indeed, Hutch. Yes, of course.
A balls up. I think it was just a VAR riddled match, to be honest with you. Not saying that we deserved to win because we didn't play it as best, didn't create enough chances, but we did take possession. But possession don't win your games at the end of the day. Sunderland got really one chance in the game. They took it, albeit a penalty. But yeah, I think there were a few decisions that were questionable. That's probably done us out of a point there, which I did say before the game yesterday. I think Leeds only need probably 5 or 6 points to secure Premier League football for next year. And I think that 1 point there would have been valuable going in, considering we still got to play Burnley, we still got to play West Ham. Which by the time we play West Ham last game of the season, and I don't really want to go into that game needing to win or West Ham to win for one of us to stay up, you know. So yeah, we need to get us points on board earlier. Not good enough at the end of the day. We lost, and yeah, Sunderland are well above us, and there's a reason behind it because they take the chances and when they come to them, sort of thing. So yeah.
I mean, I think that's a big result for Sunderland, especially away at Ellen Road.
Well, it takes them to 40 points, and 40 points, you know as well as anyone now, if you get 40 points in Premier League, you've got Premier League football for another year.
As it were, safe zone. Definitely. Listen, I think Leeds will be absolutely fine. I do. I don't know if your gaffer's the man to take you forward after this season, because I think, look, you'll know better than me. But listen, I think the whole point of Leeds coming up this season, and Sunderland, to be fair, was to stay in the league. And Sunderland are certainly exceeding expectations. And Leeds are to some extent as well, because usually the 3 teams that come up get battered back down to the Championship, don't they?
This is it. And looking at teams that are coming up, I mean, Coventry will get absolutely smothered if they come to Premier League.
I would agree, yeah.
And anyone in playoffs will get smothered. I think only team that's got half a chance of staying up is Middlesbrough if they came up.
Right, okay, fair enough.
I think Coventry would get tonked. Whoever wins them playoffs, they aren't got a fighting chance either. But yeah, I think Middlesbrough are the only team that will stand any chance of staying up. Provided we do stay up this year, I'm not concerned about next year, because I don't think any club that's going to come up's got any budget whatsoever to spend.
Well, Wrexham could potentially with Hollywood.
Wrexham, but can they do it? I know they've won playoffs and they've back-to-back promotions, but Championship's a different beast, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Championship is a different beast. And famously, last few years, anybody who's come up has just been knocked. Yeah,
that's it. I mean, if we can stay up this year, we're almost guaranteed football next year, because no one's going to spend money. None of them have any money to spend.
Some comments coming in. Dave Besley, host of Midweek Millers. Evening, lads, up the Millers. And then he's put also, there has been a team historically who have been in Burnley's position and stocked up. Any ideas which team survived?
Wigan.
I'm assuming that's Leicester City. Or West Brom.
Leicester were quite a way away, weren't they?
I think West Brom. Did West Brom not start the record? The first team that were bottom at Christmas survived relegation. I think Kieran Richardson was playing for them. But then again, Leicester did a pretty remarkable job. We'll have to check the stats on that. Daniel Spedding. Being honest, I think Leeds should have a penalty first half with O'Nine's penalty. Thought that Ampadu handball was a pen. Yeah,
I don't doubt the fact that it were a pen, and this is what I mean by they got a chance in the game. I think it was only a real chance they had because of possession that we had. But yeah, it was a definite penalty, and they took the chance, and that's why they got 3 points. That's why they are where they are. They take the chances when they get them.
And Daniel said as well, overall thought we were very organised defensively, god awful with the ball, but limited leads to few chances with a rookie in goal.
Exactly.
And then Dave Bez has put here, this is where my ball knowledge comes in. It's not Ipswich. The answer indeed is West Brom. And I believe it was Kieran Richardson being held aloft. I think it was the first team that were bottom at Christmas that ended up surviving in the Premier League. So we're going to move on from Leeds United now. We're going to go on to this next one, which is Wolverhampton Wanderers 2.
Liverpool 1.
Liverpool.
Not here tonight.
GH Derby. The GH Derby, he's not here.
There's a reason he's not here.
So, sorry, I have to do this. Apologies. So, let's do that again. Wolves 2, Liverpool 1.
The greatest game. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
That was the audience laughing at that pathetic result. So, yeah, Liverpool lost to Wolves. Wolves have now won back-to-back games. And I read a stat somewhere before that, what's his face, who's manager of Wolverhampton Wanderers, hit me
Rob
up.
Edwards.
Rob Edwards. He's won back-to-back games quicker than Ruben Amorim did at Manchester United. So,
Mr. B could have done that though,
which is absolutely insane. I mean, I seen the goal. It was a massive deflection by Andre, and fair play to them. Now, GH is not here this evening, right? I'm sure I'll be watching at some point. Do we need to give him some credit? Mers, you were saying that Burnley could potentially stay up, right? Now, I've done a bit of number crunching. Well, I've added some numbers together. I believe that if Wolves was to win every game remaining, they would get to 40 points. But they're only 3 points behind Burnley, and Burnley have a game in hand. Mers, have Wolves got any chance of staying up?
As you said it yourself, they've got to win every remaining game, and that is a tall order for a team at the bottom of the table.
I think there's only probably 3 or 4 teams that's capable of doing anything like that in Premier League, isn't there, to be fair?
Yeah. It'd be a 10-game win streak at that point for them.
Yeah, it's only your likes of your Cities and your Arsenals. Liverpool's probably last year or year before that are capable of doing that kind of thing. I think Wolves are dead and buried, and I think if Burnley lose the next game, I think they're dead and buried as well.
I mean, I'd like to take some credit for the Rob Edmonds appointment. When that was said, I'd said on that episode when he got appointed that they'd go down, but they'd go down with some credibility rather than what was happening under the Portuguese manager. So it's going exactly as I said. They might even finish above Burnley. Who knows?
And then that's when I say Nottingham Forest should probably be worried because they then went and hired that.
But he's a proven specialist of the end of seasons, just not an entire season. That's what Phil's argument is.
I think out of Forest and West Ham, I can see West Ham escaping it.
Yeah.
But we just got another drag.
But then again, West Ham do have quite a tough end to the season right now.
I think West Ham's got a tough running, but I'm pretty sure looking at fixtures, Forest have definitely got the hardest running. Both teams have got to play Man City. We've got to play West Ham.
I mean, the 2 games for West Ham to really win out there are the ones against Palace and Wolves. Palace away and Wolves at home. They're the ones that they need to win.
They're at home to us last game of the season as well.
That's a big game, though.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's City. So they've got Craven Cottage tonight, which we'll talk about later. We've got Man City away, at home, Villa away, Wolves at home, Palace away, Everton at home, Brentford away, Arsenal at home, Newcastle away, and then obviously the Leeds game. Like it's not a kind running.
No, definitely not. But like I say, I think if they could pick maybe 7-8 points up, I think that's more than what Forest going to get looking at their fixtures. I mean, it's not a nice running at all, but I don't fancy Forest's chances for their remaining games.
So what I'm gonna say, guys, I'm just going to ask you very quickly. Give me your 3 teams that go down. So, Luke?
Wolves, Burnley, West Ham.
You going with the current bottom?
I'm going with
three?
as it is. I'm going with as is.
I agree with that. That's my three as well. Wolves, Burnley, West Ham.
Mers?
Oh, I definitely feel like it's going to be Wolves Burnley, but I don't know. I just feel like Nottingham Forest, the way
Right.
they've gone, the four managers this season, I think they're going to take that final spot.
Right. Just before I go any further, I've got to bang it in. There we go. John Sullivan, $1.99, just $1.99, not £2, £1, just $1.99. That's from John Sullivan. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. You can't round it up to £2 because it does not allow. John is a member of our various shows, but he predominantly is on the show with Mers, which is the FPL show. Normally hosted on a Friday. However, it's FA Cup weekend this weekend, so that'll be at some point next week. John, thank you so much. I'll just finish off the bottom three predictions. Jack, which three are you predicting to go down, mate?
I'm going West Ham, Wolves, and I forgot what I said now. Burnley.
You go with it. You go with the bottom three, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to change.
No worries. Hutch, what are you thinking, mate?
Wolves, Burnley, Forest.
Burnley, Forest, right? It's like
I predicted at the start of the season, and one of my mates who I work with, he's a West Ham fan. He does watch the show, and he gave me a lot of stick for saying that West Ham would go down. But over the last 3 or 4 weeks, with the form that they've managed to find from somewhere I don't know where, and the form that Forest have just simply not got, I could see West Ham escaping it. So Wolves, Burnley, Forest.
Right. Okay. Here's the last question on the last night's show. Do we think that if, let's say, City absolutely hammer, when City hammer Forest tonight, and then maybe lose another game, does Marinakis sack yet another manager?
No,
probably.
If it's spanked, then he might. He's that kind of a volatile owner that he might.
Are Forest becoming the new Watford, where they just get people in, sack them, blah blah blah. Right, we're going to move on. Just a couple of comments here. Sorry, from John Sullivan. Love you really, Tom. John Sullivan's put bottom three: Wolves, Burnley, Newcastle. And John again has put evening lads. Nice to see everyone. LAGS, Tom Mercer, and new person. New person is Jack, who is also a Rotherham fan, John, like yourself. And he boasts a 71 average on darts. So keep a lookout for Jack.
Is that my thing? Is that my new thing?
Well, do you know, I'm a massive darts fan, Jack, as I'm sure I've spoke to you today. And then Jack, woohoo! Right, so we're going to move on to the predictions now, guys. Obviously, there's games kicking off shortly. So the first one I'm going to talk about, let's go, Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Luke, what's your prediction, mate?
Well, I'm going for a 2-1 home win to Villa. Villa, I think they're going to need to bounce back from that Wolves game. It's a reality check for them. And Chelsea, I mean, just silly things keep happening with them. They're now tied for the record of most red cards in a season. Wouldn't write them off to actually get it outright. But yeah, I think home win 2-1.
Mers, what are you saying, pal?
I think with the way that Villa are lately, they're not looking comfortable in front of goal. Chelsea, although they are all over the place, I do think that they will probably come out on top in this game. And I've gone with a 2-1 win for Chelsea.
Okay, 2-1 win. Jack, what are you saying? Villa Chelsea, mate. What are you thinking?
I've also gone for a 2-1 Chelsea win. I was just looking through the last 5 games for both. Villa have got 5 points in the last 5 out of possible 15. Chelsea have got 10. Obviously, with the loss to the top of the league, Arsenal there. In a game, actually, I don't think they played too bad in. I wouldn't say dominated in areas, but I think they played very well. And also current injuries for Villa. They've got a lot of midfielders injured. Kamara, Elliott, McGinn, Tielemans, a lot of big players. Whereas Chelsea have got Cucurella, Estevao injured, Neto's obviously got that red card. It's players where they've got such depth that they've got better players as well to fill in there, whereas I don't think Villa have got it in them certain areas. So I've gone for Chelsea to win 2-1, yeah.
No, that's great knowledge, Jack. Well done, man. And finally, Hutch, what are you thinking, pal?
It was a tough one, to be fair, because you don't know what to expect from either team at the minute. Villa started terrible, went on an amazing run, then they've been a bit hit and miss. So in the end, I just went for a 2-2 draw. Because obviously, Aston Villa at home, they're going to want to bounce back. But at the same time, Chelsea, they've always got goals in them. So yeah, I just went 2-2.
Lovely stuff. Right, so you've gone Desmond. I've got here from Glory Hole, GH. Wolves are so back. Liverpool are so shit. And for those that don't watch this regularly, George does indeed support Liverpool. Wolves are shit though, GH, as John has just replied to GH. And GH has put 2-1 Chelsea. So not coming in for Jack.
Or me.
I was just going to say that we're not going to get jinxed by GH this week. We won't know what his predictions are. But now he's back in the comments. We're not even safe now.
Of course. I mean, like I say, I don't support any Premier League team. However, my opinion is, and I'm not part of any predictions league, I'm going to say Villa, Unai Emery will do a job on Rafinha. I fancy Villa to come back into this today. And listening to what Jack said about injuries and everything, I'm going to ignore all that good advice. And I'm going to say 2-1 to Aston Villa. John Sullivan says, who's Jack? Jack Grealish? No.
God, yeah, he's on one of these.
So, what I'm hoping is that Phil, the usual host of the show, and he'll be back next week, will watch this and he'll note all your predictions down and he'll update the table so we can obviously give an accurate reading of where everybody is. Next up, we actually have a Brighton fan on this channel, but unfortunately he can't be with us this evening. It's Brighton v Arsenal in 2 minutes' time. So,
I've got them written down, so I'm not changing anything.
Mers, I'll go to you first as the Arsenal fan. What we're thinking?
I'm thinking 2-0 to Arsenal.
2-0 to Arsenal away from home. Do you not think Danny Welbeck might come back to haunt you this evening?
No, because his bond disposal father will not help Brighton one little bit.
Do you know what? You've nicked my next part there, Mers.
And then we're going to move on to the next person and their prediction.
Quick one. Right, Luke, what are you saying? Arsenal, Brighton.
I'm in agreement with my Arsenal colleague over there. I've got 2-0 Arsenal on this. Brighton have only just rediscovered the joys of scoring, as Dan's been pointing out in recent weeks. I'm saying 2-0 though. Arsenal are a tough defensive team when they don't. Okay. Yeah.
Fair dues. Jack Boy, what are we saying, pal?
Gone 3-1 Arsenal. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And obviously at the Emirates, there's not many teams that can break down your mind score or even get points there. So I've just gone 3-1 Arsenal. Danny Welbeck goal.
It's at the Amex.
It is at the Amex though, Jack. So
is it?
Yeah, it's at the Amex.
Oh yeah. Never mind. I got it the other way around. 3-1 Arsenal. So yeah. But...
Does that change your prediction at all?
No. I was looking at the wrong way around.
I think you should change your prediction because reading chat.
Oh no! Well, yeah, you got the GH agreement. That's not good. That's not a good endorsement.
GH is saying 3-1 Arsenal. And then here we go. John's back. Hey, do you know that Danny Welbeck's dad used to do something about bombs or something? His name was Stan Welbeck. But anyway, that's a really crap joke, and it's been told God knows how many times on this
back-to-back weeks, channel. I'm pretty certain.
Every single bloody show he's on, it's said.
Right, finally, Hutch, what do you reckon, mate?
Well, I'm not really happy about it, but I've gone 3-1 Arsenal after seeing Jay's prediction.
Oh,
3-1 Arsenal. Right, fair enough.
3-1 Arsenal. I've got a Jorginho goal.
I'm going to go against the grain as I usually do. I think this could be a 1-1 draw with Brighton Arsenal. I think Brighton's a tricky place to go. It's got seagulls flying overhead, and it's Brighton. It's a bloody awful place. But I mean, listen, let's just see. I'm going 1-1. Moving on, another London derby. We've got Fulham v West Ham. Now, this game I think is potentially one of the biggest games of the evening because Fulham we're Fulham in the table here. The 9th. If they win tonight, they go level on points with Brentford, who is a derby to them, on 44 points, albeit they'll be in 8th position. However, West Ham, if they win tonight and Manchester City do something against Nottingham Forest, they climb out of the relegation zone. So, what are our thoughts on Fulham West Ham? I think it's a massive game. This. So I'll come to you first, Luke.
Just a quick correction. Just the game's live. They've got the point currently, so it would go level with Everton, not Brentford.
Ah, bloody hell.
Because the game's now live.
Thank you.
That's all right. No worries. I've got the live table up at the moment, so I checked. I have for this game. I mean, Fulham looked impressive the other day against Spurs. I mean, who doesn't at the moment? But they created a lot of chances. Very good at home. I've got this as a 3-1 win to Fulham. But West Ham do seem to always nick a goal at the moment, but probably Somerville. But
yeah,
I've got 3-1.
Crescencio Somerville, great player for West Ham this season. Mers, what are you thinking, pal?
So for me, I think Fulham will come out on top of in this game because I think Harry Wilson for them is just a phenomenal player. He is the most important player.
Yeah, he's injured apparently. I've not seen the lineups, but I've got it down as he's injured on FootMob.
I would need to check the lineup because I do have him in FPL.
I can confirm that Harry Wilson is not playing.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's not even in.
Okay, so
that
might affect my prediction.
I'll
then.
take my bow.
But
Whoa!
It's already sent.
You can't wait until the game's already in play.
You've already submitted it to Phil.
Yeah. Well, I did put 2-1, but realistically now, I don't think that will be the case with Harry Wilson not playing then. I think probably it might end up being a draw instead, but my actual prediction that I've given to Phil is 2-1.
Have you? Right, so,
I didn't give any predictions to Phil this week, by the way. So that's not good.
So, Luke, Jack, what we're saying, pal? What we're saying?
I've just got 1-0 Fulham. Obviously, they played very well against Spurs the other day. Wilson's injured, Lukic injured, Kevin injured. Few key players there. There's not many goal scorers, obviously, without Wilson, unless Raul Jimenez decides to score every now and then. But yeah, I've just got 1-0 Fulham.
And what we reckon, Hutch, pal? What we're saying tonight, mate?
I got 2-0 Fulham.
2-0 Fulham. 2-0 Fulham.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there, Hutch. I think it'll be a 2-0 Fulham win. Couple more comments coming in. George Glory Hole, that joke's been told more time than I've had hot dinners. He's saying 2-1 Fulham. John Sullivan's saying 2-0. And Spurs more like Lurs for all the L's they take, says John Sullivan.
Villa beating Chelsea, by the way.
1-0 early goal, 1-0 Douglas Luiz.
Villa are beating Chelsea 1-0, and the goal scorer is Douglas Luiz. Okay, so I'm glad we've done that prediction already. So, Mers, you could know if he's injured if you watch press conferences that are irrelevant and pointless. I'm assuming that's an inside joke between you and John.
Yeah, towards GH because he said they're pointless.
And then George has put, well said, John. Right, we'll move on. Man City Forest. Go on, Lukey boy. I'll let you take this one away, pal.
Carl will probably join us next week to absolutely rinse Phil. I've got 3-0.
3-0 to Man City.
3-0 comfortable Man City win.
Good stuff. Mers, what you saying, pal?
I am going with the same line of thought. I think with the fact of how close it is at the top, Man City will want to be doing everything that they can to pile the pressure on us to make us bottle it. And like I say, Nottingham Forest are in kind of like this weird state of affairs at the moment. And that's the type of team that they'll capitalize on the most, which is why I'm thinking 3-0.
3-0. Okay. Jack, mate, what you reckon, mate? What you reckon?
I've also gone 3-0 City as well, just like
wow, it's 3-0 all round, pretty much. Has Haaland started this evening?
Yeah,
it was injured on FootMob, so I've not looked at the lineups.
he has
He
started.
is starting.
He has started, has he? With
Yeah.
Semenyo up top with him as well, according to Sky Sports. Hutch, what do you reckon, mate? City Forest at the City Ground. What are we thinking, pal?
It's at Etihad.
Yeah.
I've gone 4-0 City.
4-0 City.
Yeah.
City ground, City's ground, close enough.
My opinion would be, I think City will concede. I can't say Nottingham Forest is going to win this game. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Manchester City. And hopefully Semenyo, my captain this week in FPL, can do me the business. John Sullivan is saying 3-1 City. And George Glory Hole is saying 4-0 City. And then this may be an inside joke, you guys. GH breaking Hutch's dreams.
He just agrees with Hutch, so Hutch is wrong. That's what that means.
I see what that is now. That's fair enough. And then the late kickoff this evening is Newcastle United versus Manchester United at St James's Park. Manchester United in fantastic form at the minute. I think haircut bloke, United Strand. Will this be, if United win tonight, would that be 3 on the bounce? I think, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so.
Is that right? So, thoughts on Newcastle v Man United? And do you know what? I'm going to start this time with you, Hutch. What are you thinking, pal?
As much as it pains me to say it, being a Leeds fan, I've gone 3-1 Man United.
Yeah. Okay.
They are in good form.
Yeah.
I've even gone as far as putting 2 Man United players in my FPL, which is unheard of. So yeah, 3-1 Man United.
I've got
strong.
Sesko and Fernandes in mine. So
yeah.
And then I'll come to you, Jack. What were we thinking, mate?
I've got 2-1 United. I'll go back to the injuries. I've wrote them down. I've got Luke Shaw, Martinez, De Ligt, Mount Dorgu. So out of the 5 that got injured, there's 4 defenders there. So I think that Newcastle will score, and I think they'll break it. They'll score due to that not lackluster defence, but bare bones defence. Not that it's not strong; it's just not at its strongest. So I do think Newcastle will score, but I do think United will do enough to win.
2-1. So a couple of comments before I come to you, Mers. John Sullivan, who is a Newcastle fan, has put 20-0 to Man United. Maybe. George has put 2-1 Newcastle. And John Sullivan, Man United 2-0 is my real guess. And then one for you, Hutch. You have let me down. I'm sad now. Weekend's ruined.
Lucky.
I'll come to you now, Mers. Newcastle v Man United, mate. What's your thoughts?
Okay, so Newcastle are. Oh, hello. Arsenal just scored. Way 1-0. Yeah. So for this game, I'm thinking 2-1 to Man United. I think the injury problems that Newcastle have got. I also don't know what Eddie Howe's thinking, because I was thinking to that second leg against Karabag where they had the comfortable lead, and I was like, it's a prime opportunity to rest certain players, and he just didn't. And I think that he's just a bit clueless at the club, and I think Man United will capitalise on that, and it'll be 2-1 to Man United.
So just to break the news to you guys, if you're watching us and not watching Arsenal, if you're an Arsenal fan, you must be mental. Bukayo Saka has scored for Arsenal, making it 1-0 to Arsenal.
It comes off for a broken foot as well. Oh.
So there we go. Tell you what, we should maybe do like a new show where we do Soccer Saturday where we talk about the goals and stuff.
I've said this a few times, but I think it's hard for people on a weekend, especially like on a Saturday afternoon when you're doing stuff with family.
I know.
It can be hard with the commitments, but it'd be nice to do it. I think it'd be good.
Anyways, I think certainly we should trial it on a midweek on a Champions League night. So
I don't think Paul Merson that's got shit on us, to be fair. So,
I mean, I don't want to have the entire time my hands over my face, occasionally removing it for brief periods of time. I don't think that'd be a good look, personally.
Well, okay. So, what was your prediction? Finally, please, Mers. I got carried away.
2-1 to Man United.
You're going 2-1 Man United. Luke, is it going to be a clean sweep? United winning this one, pal?
Yes, they are. They're winning at 3-1. Comfortable.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes is going to tear Newcastle apart. I mean, John said it himself that he does not rate Newcastle currently, and he's a Newcastle fan. So I'm just going to trust him at his words and 3-1.
Also, I think what backs us up with saying Man United's going to win, GH thinks Newcastle's going to win. So
well, GH diehard says, I will never predict Man United to get a result, let alone... If GH had his predictions for the year be 100% correct, United would have 0 points.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Watch Newcastle win. I think that's what you both were referring to just then. And GH has put Shitty Saka finally scored.
Didn't he score the other week?
Yeah.
And then John, who has been a great commenter tonight. Wow, Luke. Wow. Thanks, pal. Off the Christmas list.
I disagreed with your commentary, John. Honestly, I'm disagreeing with your commentary. I was generous enough to say you score. You didn't even say that.
So what I am going to say, I want you to tell me, Mers or anybody on here might be able to tell me, does the top 5 get Champions League in the Premier League this season, or is it top 4? Is it
yeah, it probably will be.
Coefficiency and what have you? Or
coefficient spot.
Right. I don't want an order of who finishes where. Can you give me the 5 teams that make Champions League qualification this season? I'm not talking, obviously Luke knows obviously that they won the Europa League and they got qualification, but can you give me the top 5 who finished 1st to 5th who makes qualification of the Champions League this season?
Well, first of all, I would say that technically 6 teams could qualify for the Champions League next season, because Forest, if they win the Europa League, would do what Spurs did, which is qualifying for the Champions League.
They'll go one step further and get relegated doing it, though.
Yeah.
We stayed up.
But the thing is, Mers, as well, Spurs, right? Spurs,
yeah.
We'll come on to them in a second. They could also win the Champions League.
So it could even
I love
be
that.
7.
I love that you say that. I love that you say that. I really, really want to believe you there, Tom. But we aren't getting past Atletico Madrid, let alone the rest of that draw.
You never know. You never know. For me,
I've got feelings though.
My top 5 are Arsenal, City, Villa. Yeah, I think United are on a crest of a wave. Then I think it comes down to Liverpool and Chelsea, to be honest with you. And Liverpool are currently in the driving seat, but I think the 4 will be the 4, and then it's between Liverpool and Chelsea. That's my personal opinion. I can't see Brentford getting into the conversation, neither Everton or Fulham. So it's a 6-team race, and I would say probably Chelsea miss out. What are your thoughts, Jack?
I agree with you. I think it's the current top four. So that's Arsenal, City, Villa, and I forgot
United.
Sorry. And I do think actually I'm going to go against you. I think Chelsea are going to get over the line.
Over Liverpool, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. I really do. I think Liverpool are in a lot of trouble at the minute. I don't think results have been fantastic, and obviously losing to the bottom of the league is not going to be a great morale boost. So I do think Chelsea will get it over Liverpool. Yeah.
Hutch, I know that your team's not in this conversation. Neither's my team, Rotherham United, obviously. Which five are you taking, pal? Thinking that qualifies.
I'm going to agree with Jack here. So, I was top four, which was Arsenal, City, Man United, and Villa. I'm going to go Chelsea. I've just been looking at results while you've all been talking. Chelsea still need to play Liverpool and Man United.
Right.
So I think, but looking at them as well, I think Chelsea have got a better chance. Still got to play City, still got to play Man United, still got to play Liverpool. But I do think Chelsea have got a better chance of scraping results than what Liverpool have at the minute. Liverpool's playing Man United and Chelsea, by the way, too. So,
yeah, well, that's a fair point. You give me your thoughts there, Luke? I can't remember. Did you?
I've not. No, I'm going to go rogue. I am going to go rogue and say Brentford getting in the fifth slot. I call it wanting it to happen, but they have the softest of those sort of schedules. They have got Liverpool final day if that's relevant to it.
Yeah,
they could sneak it. We're also forgetting fixture congestion of those two teams, Chelsea and Liverpool, have Champions League football to worry about. They're only 4 points back. They've got the bottom half of the table mostly.
Yeah,
they could do it on the schedule.
They've got favourable fixtures, but they've got Man United, City, and Liverpool all to play. But I can see what you're saying.
Like, I would just love to see it as a genuine thing. Like,
I think it would go for football, but I don't think it would go for next season if they did get it.
Oh yeah, I think they'd be in trouble, but it would be a great thing to see, and I think it is plausible. So I'm going to go Arsenal, Man City, Villa, United, and Brentford.
Cool. Mers, what are your thoughts? What do you think?
Muted.
So for me, it's a bit of a tricky one because even though Villa are winning right now, but if we're basing it off of the prediction and seeing Chelsea actually getting the win tonight, then the table would look like Chelsea on 48 points, Villa on 51. So that would mean the top six is quite close. I would love to see Brentford like trying to sneak in there and get that, but I personally think Aston Villa is going to drop out. I think it's actually going to be Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Liverpool, and Chelsea, with probably Chelsea and like Liverpool fighting it for that like fourth spot in terms of the top four, and then whoever gets that coefficient fifth spot. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aston Villa drop out and fall to sixth.
Right. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That is interesting. I should have messaged off Jack. His phone's died. Bless him. But I think he gave some great contributions tonight. And sadly, we're about to talk about his other team, but fortunately
that's
for
a
us,
tactical dodge.
Fortunately for us, we do have another Spurs fan.
Oh, I'm having issues as well.
No!
What a shame.
I'm in Dubai. I've just been hit by a bomb. That's bad.
Oh my fucking God.
It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing you've said on KB. So we're not going to bring it up again. But we know what was what.
No, we know what I said, but it was taken out of context. What I will say, is much love to anybody who was affected by the current start of World War III. I'm just going to go on to some comments here. Jay just says, I'm gonna prove you all wrong. Is he rapping? I don't know. Wow, Luke. Wow, yeah, you're off the Christmas list, Luke. Never mind. It's okay, John. I believe in Newcastle.
That's the
That's the worrying comment, though, isn't it? If JH believes in Newcastle, you know you're in trouble.
Exactly. I believe in angels of the north. Clip that. Clip that. That's accidental partridge. That. Right, anyway, Glorioles put Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Villa, Chelsea as his top 5 to get to the Champions League.
United drop out.
Spurs were looking to win an egg and spoon race. Okay. City, Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Villa for John Sullivan. And then, hang on, we've skipped.
He's going ahead. He's skipped ahead.
Okay, so it's Spurs Palace tomorrow. It's another derby, London derby. Palace are in an absolute. Well, Palace are not doing too well. They're doing worse than they did last season. I would say they're out of the relegation conversation. However, Tottenham Hotspur are not, Luke, are they?
I know they're not, yeah. I know they're not. Not ideal at all. I am going to go with the Phil technique here of, if in doubt, just blindly say a score that benefits your team. So I am going to go for us to get our first win of 2026 in the league. Palace did get a centre-back sent off last game. Richarlison scored on returning. So we have our top goal scorer back finally. We might get some other players back. Like, there's some hope. That word's not been big around this part of North London for a while, but hopefully we can, with all the returning players, put a result together against Palace. Because if not, we are in deep, deep trouble.
Well, do you know what, Luke? At least you've got Dorking.
Exactly.
At least you've got Dorking. So
at least I can walk half an hour out my front door and go and watch some actual good football.
So, for those who don't know, Luke Sports Dorking, they are currently sat top quite comfortably, I believe, of the National League South. However, Neil Warnock has took over Torquay, so could come after them. Another comment here. GH just put what the F, and then George.
Your comment. I think that was in response to you, mate.
Right. Okay. I just want to make it quite clear, right? It was just a joke. It was just a joke. War is not a joke. However, that was a joke. But we'll move. This is proper Alan Partridge. This. We'll move on.
It really is.
2-1 Palace. Sorry, John.
It's not 2-1.
So we'll go 2-1 with that. And then I'll come to you, Mers, quite quickly. What are your score predictions for Tottenham versus Crystal Palace?
I'm going to go with a Palace win. I'm going to say 2-0.
You can leave it.
Then I'm going to say that Spurs will sack Igor Tudor probably after and bring in a new manager to try and save them right now, because I don't get that appointment of Igor Tudor. Like,
no,
if you want in somebody to probably try and make sure that you stay clear, or even trying to also think about next season, you wouldn't have appointed him.
No, of course you wouldn't. No, I mean, I think it's such a strange appointment now. I mean, Igor Tudor, was it Juventus previously? I think was it Juventus?
Juve, yeah. It was Juve, Marseille, Lazio.
Wow,
it's all been around the continent. First time in the Premier League.
Which is such a strange appointment. My prediction for Tottenham, and I don't know if Jack's still watching or Luke, you believe the same. I think after this World Cup, Pochettino comes back, personally.
That's the hope. I don't think he's going to do that in the Championship, so we're going to have to stay up somehow.
Yeah. But listen, I mean, I think he would be. I think he was wrongfully sacked as Tottenham Hotspur manager. However, look, listen.
Agreed.
If that didn't happen, potentially you wouldn't have a Europa League under your belt under Ange Postecoglou, albeit a horrendous domestic season.
They put the. To be fair, they put like that. We were 12th when we officially started resting players in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So that it. Come the end of it, it wasn't as bad as 17th looked.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been top half, I still don't think, with the way that we played at times. But I don't think 17th that season was reflective. This season it very much is.
100%. And it just shows you. I mean, prime Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. How did you not win anything under them two? It was incredible.
I'm just glad we got Sonny his winner's medal in some shape or form.
What
Big
a great guy. What a great player. 100%. Hutch, prediction for Tottenham Palace, please, mate.
This is purely based as being a Leeds United fan and the fact that we've dropped points. Obviously, I did my prediction before this, but even more so now. I've gone for a 1-1.
Right.
I wouldn't be offended by that.
No,
that's crucial.
Spurs are going to win at some point. You know what I mean? Like they are a strong team. Probably not got the right man in charge, but they have got a decent team, and they shouldn't really be down there. But yeah, I've gone for a 1-1 draw on the basis that we hopefully still stay above them.
Yeah.
I don't like to put it that way.
No, I completely. My prediction is actually I'm going 2-1 Spurs. To be honest with you, I think surely that they need a win at some point, and I think that win could maybe put something on. I think a loss is devastating, but listen, we'll see. It's football; anything can happen. GH has put in here. Brennan Johnson.
If that happens, if GH's prediction happens. Genuinely, I was against the selling of him. I'll stand by that.
Yeah, I can't believe
we sold the man that scored or own goal, whatever you want to call it, the winner in a freaking European final 6 months later.
I know.
Absolute stupidity.
That is mental.
For a style of play that a manager we sacked a month later, like it makes no sense.
Yeah, you know what? It actually does not make any sense.
You either stand by that man till the end. You either stand by that man till the end and go, we're sticking with what Frank wants, or you don't sell a winger, and then we get punished because the winger that replaced him, Kudus, got injured, and then we didn't have a right winger for a bit.
Well, listen,
it's stupid.
Listen, for what it's worth, Luke, I think you'll be fine. I don't think you'll go down. I
hope you're right.
I think it's between Forest and West Ham, and whoever has the better results between now and the end of the season, obviously. Right, we're coming to the end. I just want to go through a couple of comments here. One from 24/7 Productions. If they don't give that Turbo the full-time job, then there's no justice. I think that's from Mike Bassett, England manager. Well, in fact, I know it is because that's a friend of mine. Rate chuffed. Danny, who often comes on the show. Have a good show. Sorry I can't stay. Here's our score predictions. Villa v Chelsea. 1-2, so 2-1 Chelsea. Brighton v Arsenal, 2-0 to Arsenal. Fulham v West Ham, 1-1. City v Forest, 4-0. Newcastle v Man U, 1-0 to Man United. And Spurs v Palace, 2-1 to Palace. And then I've got another one here, another prediction here. Chelsea 2-1 against Villa. Brighton to lose 3-1 to Arsenal. Fulham to win West Ham 1-0. Man City 3, Forest 1, 2-1. Man United 2. Anybody got anything else to say before I take waste any more of your Wednesday evening, gentlemen?
No, it's me.
Thanks for having me. It's probably the last time I'll host this show.
And it certainly was a time, wasn't it?
What we could talk about is, I just want to ask Luke something. Like, I don't think it'll happen, but if Spurs do go down, what happens to that club?
Well, Luke will answer that, pal.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't see us coming straight back up. I think there'll be a mass fire sale. There's already a sponsor that's potentially pulling out. I think it could be a situation that we become the next kind of a Leeds where you get stuck in the Championship, maybe drop to League One even.
Yeah, I would say I don't think it'll be as bad as a Portsmouth, because I do think, to be honest with you, if Forest go down, I can see them as the next Portsmouth. I can see them really struggling, like financially. They will have to sell quite a few players because they spent stupid season before this, season before last, didn't they? And they've not been shy with the money, and obviously all these sackings at managers that's obviously costing them as well. So, but
we've got stadium debt. We have like 800, 900 million stadium debt.
Yeah.
So
this is what I mean. Obviously, you do rent your stadium out, you do get your income, but I just wanted to know your thoughts on what actually happened to the club if you did go down.
Yeah, it's we would have to bounce back immediately, I think, to even sort of consider. You asked me this. You think the NFL will stop NFL London? Yeah, no. I don't think they'd stop that because it's one of the only stadiums in the country that can convert into that, like it's specifically designed for it. So I don't see the NFL cancelling that, but I don't know if we'd be able to pay off the stadium. That I do agree with. It would be what sponsor comes in, who stays, because honestly, if I'm looking at our squad, a lot of Van der Ven gone, Romero's already looking like gone. Vasukovic is on loan at the moment, not playing a minute for us. Maybe he stays, but maybe he goes. We'd have someone like Danso at the back still, I reckon. We'd have maybe Archie Gray, Solanke. They feel like the kind of players that would stay in something like this. The rest of them are either young foreign stars that could absolutely move in a heartbeat and expect to be playing not just in the Premier League, but top half of the Premier League, some of them. Look at the likes of Bergvall, for example. I'd literally see a mass exodus. I don't see...
So you like some Madison and Richarlison, they're not lying around, are they? Do you know what I mean?
No, exactly, yeah. Like, it's Solanke feels like he obviously hung around with Bournemouth in their championship fight.
Yeah.
It's those sort of players that you could see staying, but it would be a tough one.
Well, I think the thing is, Luke, before we end this, I think the thing is, Tottenham have got a lot of players, and forgive me, they'll be, you'll know more than me, obviously, regarding Tottenham Hotspur. But a lot of those players playing for their places in their respective national teams for this World Cup. Richarlison being one of them, Solanke, and then, throughout the team, and do international countries, they look at them and say, hang on, they're getting relegated out of the Premier League. I'm not going to pick them, sod them. So what I would say that goes in your favour, I think a lot of players might sort their Sierra Hotel Indigo Tango out. I don't know why I didn't phonetic alphabet spelling of it. But listen, I think you'll be okay. I think you will stay up. I think it's between Forest and West Ham. I think Leeds are absolutely fine, Hutch. I think Arsenal win the Premier League for you as well, Mers. I genuinely believe that you would win. You will win. I didn't think that 3, 4, 5 months ago. But you've proven me wrong currently at the minute. I think Spurs stay up, Leeds stay up, Arsenal in the league, you name it, it's fine. And not Premier League related, Rotherham get relegated. Right, I'm going to bring hang on, a couple last more comments. Apologies. I asked Luke this, but yeah, we did that bit. John Sullivan says, this might be an inside joke, I don't know. Andrew is saying hello to everyone.
That's his kid.
That's his kid.
Oh, hello, Andrew. Oh, Andrew, of course, that's his kid. Andrew, hello, Andrew. You're right, pal. George is saying hello to Andrew as well. Sorry, John. Andrew. Because remember, I called him the incorrect name last time. Nothing bad, but yeah, Andrew. Nice.
City 1-0, by the way. Semenyo.
There you go. Captained him.
Turkey assist if it matters as well.
Nah, not really. But look, I've got the captain. Right, I'm gonna leave it there so you can enjoy your evenings with your TV and whatever you do. Tomorrow, KB Terry's Talk is not just this show. Tomorrow it's Midweek Millers, hosted on a Thursday, which is effectively after Hump Day, hosted by the fantastic David Besley. the Bush, the Bush King, the King Bush will be on that one tomorrow as well. I won't be. I'm taking a night off. Friday, Mers, there's no Premier League this weekend, is there, pal? So no.
No, we might be doing a coverage of like what's happened in game week 29.
Fair enough, and hopefully Semenya gets a hat trick and I can fire up that table. Saturday, sadly for everybody, Rotherham's playing Huddersfield Town, and we'll be doing an aftermatch reaction with Bushy and probably me. And whoever went to the game, that's a live phone-in show. Sunday is the Turbos Sunday Roast, which is me again. We'll talk about the major talking points of the week. And we cover any football, and any fan can come and join and have a chat with us. Then on Monday, it's Miller's Monday, where we talk about the inevitable rubbish performance against Huddersfield. And then on Tuesday, I don't think we've got anything on Tuesday, so might have a night off. And then back here next Wednesday, I believe Phil will be back to host the Premier League Prediction League, where he will update the predictions so everybody knows where they stand. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's helped me tonight, because I couldn't have done this without you boys. So I want to say thank you very much, Luke, man. Thank you, pal. You're great value, as always. Mers, one of the best in the business. Thank you so much, Mers. Was chuffed with your Pokemons today, pal. I liked your video today, pal. Hutchie, Leeds going to be absolutely fine, mate. And thank you so much for your contribution.
No problem.
And Jack, thanks so much for coming on, pal. Can't help batteries. In fact, my low battery's just come on now. It says I've got 20% remaining. So, but listen, thanks so much for coming on, guys. I hope you have a great evening. And much love to everybody who is in a war in the Middle East. I hope you all stay safe. Which is a really weird thing to end this podcast.
Just clearing it up a bit.
Right. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you again, maybe. Right, cheers. Cheers, gents.
No.
See ya.